All right. I'm going to check my levels first. According to this, it hasn't started. Okay, now hold on. Oh, try that again. According to this, it hasn't started. Okay, it sounds like my audio is going. Okay, now hold on. So we'll turn this down. Try that again. Turn it down. There. All right. So, so this is for anybody that listens to the live stream later on after it's finished. I'll be putting the most important stuff in the very beginning of this video, and then some of the other stuff later on that might not be as important. But that way, let me turn that down too. There. Okay. All right, so I'm showing six on the computer and nobody. Oh, there are 4 on the phone. Now it says 6 on the phone. All right. Welcome and God bless anybody who's out there tonight. Just going to let you know what's been going on with my life and some news I've been hearing the last, I guess, pretty much just today, but last few days, all the crazy news that's going out there. Just wanted to update you guys on what's been going on. So I did a couple short videos. Gosh, it's been more than a week now, week and a half ago, about what happened with the fires. There was a fire. Oh, let me make sure you guys can hear me. I checked the audio. It seemed to be working, but I should always check with you guys. So someone could please just put a little comment saying that you can hear. It'd be greatly appreciated. I don't want to be, yammering on and then nobody can hear me. It's happened in the past. I'm showing 8 people. Welcome and God bless. Can you guys hear me? Please let me know. Okay. Wes, I can hear you. Wes, welcome and God bless. All right, thank you. Good. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't just talking and nothing was happening. Okay, so I'm going to be kind of talking and doing some work here in the basement. I'm in the basement and there's a big mess here, and which I will explain. Jane, welcome and God bless. All right, I was kind of thinking how I should tell everybody this, but I guess I can tell you. I guess. I mean, I felt bad for the guy, but he seems to not be apologetic or even think it was his fault. All right, so here's what happened. 2 weeks ago, it was Sunday. So let's see. Sunday was the 17th. So on the 10th, that Sunday, I was going over to play poker at a friend's house. But something kept me from going, and I'm not going to go into that part of it, but I believe it was God. I'm doing better, and a lot of it, with the bad stuff was from this person. I've had some toxic people in my life recently. Okay, so you guys, well, I don't know if you guys know. I mean, some of you know, but um, I had a friend who stayed with me. He was, fixing my car. Wound up staying for 6 weeks. He took my van without permission. I mean, I gave him permission a lot of times, thinking that he was, visiting his mother and his brothers, and trying to find parts to fix the other car I have. And I had to call the police on him because he refused to bring my van back. So then after all that, don't know how long has it been now. It's been about a month, I guess. He uh, he was doing a lot of illegal stuff. Let's just put it that way. A lot of illegal stuff, and I was finding out about it, and that's when I stopped it because there's a lot of bad stuff he was doing, and I found out that he was using my name as an alias. He used to be my best friend, and then he's using my name as an alias, which is not very good. I am not 100% sure, but uh, pretty sure that he tried to uh, use my credit card, not my actual physical credit card, but the information off, like to illegally sell back. Frederick, welcome and God bless. So yeah, it was a bad situation, and then he wound up getting caught, and he's in jail now, and he probably will be for a long time for a lot of stuff. But he used my name as an alias, so I had to make a police report. And then another friend that I've had for forever suddenly thought that I was in the wrong for I wasn't filing charges or anything on him. I was just filing a police report to protect my name. But she thought I was being uh, non-Christian about it. So anyway, so she blocked me, and I guess we're no longer friends, which is weird because out of all the people, this person was married to my this ex best friend. So it's a long story, but anyway, moving on to the story that I never really told fully was there was a guy that was staying with me. He gave me the sob story, which I think is a lie. Finding out now, it's a lot of lies I found out about after the fact, but I was letting him stay here, in because he said, he needed a place to stay for about 10 days. He was supposed to have moved out on March 1st, but then he says he's waiting. He's on the waiting list, and he's at the top of the list, waiting to get in. Blah blah blah, whatever. So he was staying. I was nice enough to let him stay, and the whole time, even before he was even staying here, he would come over to. He was like doing maintenance stuff. He was doing odd jobs, fixing up stuff, and I wonder what that is. Now I do smell it. Well, anyway, so I was, for a long time I was wondering, should I even tell this story? But I'm not saying anybody's names. But there was times where there'd be a gas leak or some other weird smells happening, and it was a couple times it was so bad I had to leave. I could not even stay here at all. And other times it would take a few hours for the smell to go away. Finding out he had oh no, he had a bunch of no. Uh-oh. I got a leak here in the basement. Sorry, I'm gonna move a couple things. Amp. That looks like it's coming. Oh no, is it coming from there again? No! Crap. More problems. So when we got this house, we moved here in the winter, so I'm thinking, sorry, I'm off the subject again, but we've never seen what the basement's like, in the spring, summer. If it rains, is there going to flood down here? I think we got a leak in a wall, and it's coming through, and it's right where the drums are. I got a lot of stuff over there too that I'm just storing in the basement. Sorry, that's another problem in itself. I'm not sure where it's coming from, though. Is it coming from the wall? Is it coming through this post? That would be weird if it was coming through the post. But I think it's coming. I need another light down here. Does this light work? Yes. Oh yeah, it's coming from the wall. Ha! So I'll be right back. Hopefully you can hear me. Oh man, not good at all. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Okay, I can't really do nothing there. That's on stands. Hopefully this is okay. I don't know. Crap. Hopefully that's going over. Man, yeah, there's a big puddle here. Everything else is on stands, so that should be okay. This whole rug is soaked. I gotta move a couple more drums. Oh, they're not wet, so that's good. Well, this one had a little bit of wetness on it. Sorry, I just discovered this, and I figured I would save my friend's drums. Man, that's a lot of water. So it's been raining today, but not heavy. But I don't know. Okay, sorry everybody. Back here again. Shut off the water. No, I think it's coming through the wall. It's not a pipe. It's a leak through the wall. So another stinking problem. What's going to happen when it really rains? So where was I? Sorry about that. So anyway, there was a bunch of times where there was chemicals spilled, something leaked here, something happened here, and it would go throughout the whole house. It would just recirculate through the whole house. Me and my roommate both have asthma. I am really hypersensitive to chemicals, so it really affected me. I got sick a couple times too from it. And somebody on YouTube put on the comments that someone's trying to kill me. Now, back then I really didn't think so. But I mean, it's possible. I don't think he was really trying to kill anybody on purpose. But just a lot of dumb decisions by him with things. He would put chemicals on top of the furnace. Are you kidding me? There was an ashtray down at the bottom of the furnace. Why? Who knows? Makes me wonder sometimes. I think this thing's been on since. Yes. But anyway, there was a lot of times where I almost went to the hospital, almost went to a motel. Sometimes I hadn't. I went to a friend's house because crazy smell. All right, so moving on. Never really thought nothing of it. Just thought he was, painting something. There was spray cans, cleaning supplies. There was a little bit of bleach, but it was in a cleaning thing. Paint, antifreeze, just a lot of weird chemicals, and a lot of them. And I told him, I said, you got to get these out of here. I'm too sensitive to all these chemicals. Get them out of here. Okay, I'll get them out. Next day, I find more chemicals. And I said, I thought you got them all out. Oh, I must have missed a couple. Next day after that, found more chemicals. Day after that, found more chemicals. And it's not just in the basement, it's all alongside the house. He would put paint cans in front of the windows. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. To me, in a way, it just seems common sense. You don't do that, But I guess he didn't think so. But anyway, so the Sunday of the 10th, he was over at the poker party. He wasn't playing poker. He was trying to make some money, doing odd jobs. And I was supposed to go, but I wound up not going. It which I think was God's hand there. And while he was there, uh, everybody was in the garage playing poker, and he was outside, and I guess he got something from his car and went back in, and then he went back out like less than a minute later, and his car was engulfed in flames. And he came back, oh, the car's on fire, help you, car's on fire. And so everybody's like, what? And everybody ran out, and he's like, give me the keys to your cars, or give me a hose, I'll put it out. And by that time, it was already way too late. And of course, he has chemicals in the car, which don't make any sense to me. Well, some chemicals I could see, if he had oil or something, but he had all these spray paint cans in there, and who knows what else. It was just so. Of course, that made the car go up in more flames, and then it caught on. It caught another car on fire. Total loss. 48. I guess he told me it was like $47,000 car. And then the guy's car totally gone. I mean, just a shell of that left. Another car, the whole front end was all melted. A trailer, like a trailer you draw behind, like just empty one, like a cargo one, but a real big long one got all melted on the side. Garbage can got totally melted. He had propane tanks in that trailer too, but it wasn't close enough for that. Siding on his house melted. Just a lot of damage, a lot of mess. Fire department had to come, police, fire marshal came. It took over 2 hours to put my other friend's car out because he had a lithium battery in there. Terrible. And so the friend that was doing the poker party, he had water he has two houses and a garage. One's just a little house, but that flooded. The garage flooded. His basement flooded. The neighbor's basement flooded because they used so much water. Just a big mess. Everybody had to use their own insurance because here's the bad part, he didn't have any insurance. He didn't have a driver's license. And the car he was driving was not registered in his name. And his plates were expired by more than 2 years. So I don't know. He always told me he had a license, and as far as I knew, I didn't. A lot of stuff I didn't know until now, but now he's blaming the friend because he could have put it. He said he could have put it out with a hose, or he could have got someone's car keys and moved the car out of the way. He told my one friend, give me your keys, so I'll get it out of there. And before the other friend could even finish his sentence, there's no time, boom, exploded. There was at least 6 explosions from the car. I'm guessing some from maybe the chemicals and some from the gas tank. And it could have happened here. He always parked his car right close to the house. And I found out all this other stuff. He's got a bunch of chemicals right next to the house. He had a gas can with some gas in it, paint cans, spray can paints, antifreeze, and then it was all covered up with carpet. So if that would have caught on fire, blam, the whole house could have blown up. So he's not allowed to hear an alarm. My other friend's mad because he's blaming everybody else but himself for this whole situation. He didn't get no ticket. He didn't go to jail. Nothing happened to him. And he's I don't know. He just thinks that it wasn't his fault. He's acting like, nothing happened. Like, really? Well over $100,000 worth of damage. And, of course, the one girl I had with the car that melted the front end, she had to file insurance. She had to pay a $500 deductible. And then she was not eligible to get a rental car, so she was without a car for 2 weeks. So it's just a big inconvenience for the whole thing. After all that happened, I found out a bunch more stuff, all the chemicals he's had here all around the house. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying he did that, but to burn the house down, but It seemed fishy. It didn't seem right. So I'm here in the basement now, and I'm going to start picking up some of his stuff here. I'm going to get the trash. He's just got this whole end of this basement full of junk and clothes. So there's what's been happening with this. And now I'm thinking back with all my breathing problems I've had in the last few months, and the crazy. Oh, oops! Sorry, I spilled a little bit. Oops! It's always an oops. Oops! An accident. An accident. But it's so bad you cannot even stay in the house. Uh, that happening. And then there's another thing that happened too. I don't know how much I should get into this, but my friend's girlfriend has been staying with him here, and if she drinks, she's on medication. So if she drinks, then she kind of gets crazy, and she was threatening, her my roommate, her boyfriend, with a knife. And then she pulled out a big, giant butcher knife. Is everybody still there? Because I haven't seen anybody comment in a while. She pulled out this great big butcher knife, and I'm like, "Oh, whoa, whoa, what are you doing with that?" And then she said, "This is it. Goodbye, Stefan. This is it." And then I was like, "Oh my goodness!" So I ran up and got my roommate and said, "Hey, she's threatening to kill herself. Should I call the cops?" I wanted him to kind of handle it too, because I was getting ready to call the cops. And then I was talking to the roommate, and she came back up and was waving the knife around. And he was saying, "Hey, drop the knife, and then we'll fight." So then she finally throws the knife down, and then they kind of were wrestling around, and she grabbed the knife again. They went into my room, and he pinned her down, and I grabbed the knife away from her. I know, way too much drama. Exactly, exactly. Okay, now the one friend that I had before, he was a best friend. He got into a lot of trouble through his life. He was in and out of prison. In 2018 was when he got out. He came to visit me in Colorado and helped me move. If anybody remembers that, we sang a few songs together and stuff. He changed his life. That's what he said. And then I guess I didn't think he was that bad and that much into doing all this illegal stuff. I know he probably did, some drugs and stuff, but I didn't think he was doing all the stealing and it's just terrible stuff. And then this other guy, he's a nice, really nice guy though. He's a really nice guy, but he's too careless. He's dangerous, and I think he's just going from place to place wherever he can. And see, the thing is he was the owner of this house. He was doing work for him at this other house, and then he did work over here at this house, and he did odd jobs, all for a lot of people. I don't know, just a lot of trouble, and yeah, exactly, a lot of drama. So that was it for him. When I heard about all this, I was just like, and then I kept finding stuff, and then a couple people were warning me, hey, what if he's doing something down in the basement with all those chemicals? And I was like, well, I don't think he is. But then I kept finding more and more evidence of stuff that he could have been doing down here. And I'm not going to say, out loud, but I think you know what I'm talking about. So thank God for that. And that nothing happened to me or my car. Because that was another thing too. If I would have went to that poker game, I would have parked right in that same spot behind my friend, and my car would have been gone too, and I would be in really bad shape. So, anyway, so the girlfriend, she wound up stabbing my friend my roommate in the leg, and then she was yelling and screaming, "Call the cops! Call the cops!" And so he did, and then she's in jail now. So It wasn't bad. It was a pocket knife. My friend's okay. He just got a little puncture mark. It was a little pocket knife. It wasn't the big butcher knife. But with her waving it around like, uh, it was just yeah. So I really don't want her back. But my roommate says if she goes through 30 days of rehab and then another 30 days in a psych ward, he might accept her back then. And I'm like, it's just been nothing. I mean, they constantly fight all the time. So I don't know. I just think he should move on, if you know what I mean. All right, so there's the situation. That's why I've had all these troubles lately. And then, of course, my back, too. But I've been going on and off with my back getting worse and better. I don't know what's going on. I've been doing exercises every day up until the last like 3 or 4 days, and then I haven't been lately because it seems like, I don't know, it wasn't doing nothing. And I wanted to kind of see what would happen if I didn't exercise. And I was doing better in the lower back, but really bad in the neck and shoulders. So please say a prayer for me. I've been going through this for a long time, and yes, thank you. I didn't want to say it out loud. But, at first I thought maybe he was just like huffing. That's bad enough. But, it filled the whole house. So if he was just doing it for himself, I don't know. It's just, So yeah, I do not want to have dealing with that. Plus, if something happened and the police come, they're gonna be raiding the house, investigating what's going on in here. And I didn't have no clue that of. I don't know I still don't know for a fact that that's what he was doing, but with all the evidence, all the who needs that many chemicals? Come on. So yeah. So my roommate's mom said, "Oh, you got rid of all the riffraff." So I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, and they also got a dog too, and the dog is, I don't know. I think it's beyond training because it's older. It's not for potty training, and it was pooping and peeing all over the place, and I don't want that either. I don't want the house to be stinking up. But the dog, if it gets excited or scared, it'll dribble, and we were having dribbles all over the house, and it was just. So now we got to get a steam cleaner and try to get all that out of there. And that was the dog the first day that peed all over my mattress, my extra mattress layer, which I haven't used yet. It's going to get dry cleaned. So just a lot of stuff going on with me, and I don't know, but just got to keep believing that things are going to get better, and that's why I'd rather just live alone, if you know what I mean. But I need the help with the money, the rent and everything. So we have divided 3 ways. It's a lot easier to pay the bills. So that's what's been going on with me with part of the stuff. I went back, finally did some work, DoorDash. Finally been doing some of that, but DoorDash for some reason on my phone. I don't know if it's my phone. I really don't think it's my phone because all other apps work, but the DoorDash app will crash. It'll do all kinds of weird stuff. I took a couple deliveries, no problems, and then it had a thing that came up for a delivery that came up for 2 seconds. Would you like to take this delivery? And boom, it's gone. Oh, you missed your delivery. I'm like, what? And then it happened a bunch more times. Some of it was counted against me, some wasn't. So then I uninstalled it and reinstalled, thinking maybe maybe it's an old version, need a new version, something, whatever, blah blah blah. So did that. Still was having problems. So I decided I'm going to do Grubhub. So I already signed up for Grubhub. I just never started with them yet. So I got a bunch of days, hours, for Grubhub, and then I went to activate the card, and I get on the app. I get to the point where I punch in your numbers for the card, And every time I pushed the box to put the numbers in, it would crash. Great. So then I had to call them. What's going on? Oh, that's beyond my expertise. So then you have to you had to submit this report, blah, blah, blah. So I did. And of course, there was an option that said something. Um, there was two options. There's something missing from my kit or nothing missing from the kit. So I just chose one because it didn't relate to either of them. But just a bunch of crap. So, anyways, now I sent them that, and then I had to tell them another message saying it's not that I'm missing something; it's the card. I cannot activate the card. So they said send a picture of it, and we'll activate it for you on our end. Okay, yeah, good. Do it, please, so I don't have to go through DoorDash anymore. On a good rant, or I'm on some coffee. I'll tell you that. I drank about half a pot of coffee. I mean, not all at once, throughout the day. And I got a lot to say, so I got a lot of stuff on here, and I wanted to share some stuff on here too. Let's see if there's anything else I want to talk about that doesn't require a screen share. Oh, I'm planning on start going to that one church that I went and saw Michael W. Smith at, starting on Sunday. It's a bigger church. It's about 25 miles from here, so it would be. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. I kind of get excited when I'm talking about all this stuff. It's just a lot of stuff, a lot of bad stuff, and yeah, a lot of times I was just wanted to give up. I just wanted to not give up, like you know what I mean. But my giving up is just giving it to the Lord because I can't handle a lot of the stuff that's been happening. And I also got some dash cams from my car, but for some reason the audio isn't working, so I had to send an email to them. Why isn't the audio working? Tried every little thing too, because I know they're going to say, "Well, did you push this button to turn and make sure there's not an X on the microphone?" Of course, I did it. Audio on, audio off, microphone on, microphone off. But they're really good, high quality cameras. But they only gave me a couple sticky things to put around because you have to I have a rear one too, so I have to go all the way from the rear all the way up to the front, and I have to weed it around so nobody trips on the cords or whatever. Sorry, that's one of the boards he's got down here. He just brought in just a lot of weird junk that it's just junk. No one who wants it. Sorry. So Michael W. Smith, I don't know if you guys saw any of those little video clips I did. I only did a little bit of each song because I didn't have much storage on there. So I just did little bits and pieces. But Michael W. Smith was really good. I had one person, so I wanted to mention this too. I had somebody commenting saying it's idol worship. And I was like, what? So apparently he's either not a Christian or he's worshiping the devil. He was involved with Hillsong, which there's a controversy going on with that, I guess. But I don't know if that was the singers the singers that are in Hillsong United. They canceled from their tour with We the Kingdom and Casting Crowns, which I got tickets for next Thursday. I'm going to that concert too. What state do you live in, if you don't mind? I live in Iowa, right by the river in the Quad Cities. What else? Michael W. Smith. Talked about that. All right, now we can start going into some stories. Some news I've been watching today. Of course, we got a lot of CMEs and flares. Lots of strong M-class and X-class flares hitting, which hit today too. And Leak Project, he put out a video saying, he's in Colorado, saying that from Washington through Colorado, they were having cell phone issues. You couldn't make calls. You could text, but the calls would just keep getting dropped. So I don't know if that was related to the space weather or not, but there's a lot of stuff happening. And there's a huge sunspot area. All right, let me see if I can share this now. Go over here. Whoops. What was that? Where's the one with the flares? Well, there's that. That was just earlier today too. Make sure I'm not playing it. It knocked out radio, mainly over in China, India, Australia, Japan. It wasn't in North or South America. All right, let me share this over here. Go back, bam. Share. Over here, no, over here, yes, and right here. Whoops, share. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. It's not showing up on my phone yet. But we're in a R3, which is strong, but no actual supposed, well, I mean, there could be some of the M's that hit that caused this, or it could have been that first X flare too. Okay, now if I go back, I should go back to my, yes. Okay, so I got some stories on here. The Capitol building was evacuated today after a credible threat. There was an aircraft, a single-engine aircraft that was flying, doing laps around the Capitol. Supposedly, the story was that they were doing exercises and people were parachuting out of the plane. But why were they over the Capitol? Supposedly, they said that, they were doing these drills, but they forgot to tell the Capitol or whoever, that they were doing it. Really? Okay. And that's what Marfuga was talking about. Got some fires in Arizona. Need my mouse. It's jumping around. Canadian Prepper is saying stock up on gas. He thinks gas prices, the cost of a barrel of oil is going to be going up. Here's Leak Project. Was it Leak Project? Yeah, Leak Project says cell phone disruptions from Washington to Colorado. Oh, I did want to show you this video. This is from Beck from Oz, and I know she would allow me to share it.
The store here.
All right, first off, this was in Florida, where this is at. Let me know if you guys can see this, and let me know if you can hear it, because a lot of times when I play these videos, there is no quality's way down too. There's let me put closed captioning on at least. There we go. So in case you can't hear it, you'll be able to see what's being said. Let me rewind it.
So guys, I come to the store here, Walgreens. I get out. It's amazing. I have to come in for a reason. I want you to look at something. Nobody knows what these are, but I do. Look at this. What do you see here? What does that say? What does that say? What is that? Do you know what it is?
Richard, welcome. God bless.
What does it say? What is that? Wave to speak. What do you have to wave to speak?
So this is the chip implants that they want everybody to have now for convenience.
Oh, the scheme of what they're planning.
Mm-hmm.
You get that chip put in you. What are you gonna do? You can't buy unless you scan your hand. Father above, I come right now, present this evilness to you that lurks in the Walgreens down in Disney World. Father, we know exactly what they're doing to this world. We know what Lucifer's doing. He wants to put hand chips in everybody, but he's not going to win because we're going to bring the mic down on this world under your authority. We're going to shut it down. Father, to continue to push the might of who you are through me. Allow everybody to come to know you the right way. In your name, amen. So, guys, what is that? You know what it is? Yeah, do it over. That's why Florida, everybody came to Florida. They're going to get them all scheme of the government, what they're going to do to them. Do you understand what I mean? It's all a scheme. Hey guys, how you doing?
How you doing?
All right. Hey, you notice these things here?
Yeah.
You know what they're for, right? You know about the shots they give everybody, right? It's all evil. If you don't get the hand chip in there, wave to speak. This is all the next new world order thing. But you understand what I'm saying too? But look at it. This is all the machines they have. See, Florida left everything easy because they're doing something else to. You can't trust anything about our government, especially what Disney's doing down here. I came down here to pray over the whole Disney lot. I've been in 33 states in the past 120 days praying for this world, for our kids. God is angry. Yeah, God bless me, guys. Look at that, guys. I speak truth to the people. Look at this. You see that? You see that, brother? Yeah.
So, so that was from a couple days ago, but there's been a lot of reports last few days about the chimp implant, and I think Richard, I think you did a video on that too. It's coming down to sure. Right now, they're saying, "Oh, you can put it anywhere in your body." I wouldn't want that in anywhere in my body anyway. But you can put it in your left hand. Yeah, it's just, I think, it's just a test, an experiment to see how people react to it. We had Rhode Island. They are having mandatory jabs for anyone 10 and older. If you don't get it, there's a fine of $50 per month per person. So if you have a family and the kids are older than 10 or older, then if they don't get it, there's another $50 fine. And then they expanded it to the employers. If an employer knows that they have somebody that doesn't have the then they can be fined $5,000 a month. I think that's an experiment because it's Rhode Island, the smallest state. Maybe they're just seeing how people will react to it. Let's try to scroll down again. Okay. TGS Source, she's in Alaska, and she says, she's noticed the moon out of position. Me, Vincent, has been, saying this, and there's other channels too, Angry Catfish, saying the moon's out of position, the moon is rotating too much, which it is, and it's also setting way farther towards the north. I think it's been more towards the north instead of west. It's more northwest. The bunny thing, there was something too with the president where there was an Easter bunny there, and I guess the Easter bunny was trying to show him where he should go because he didn't know where he was, I guess, or know where he was supposed to go. This one here, I don't remember where it was at, but there was a grade school that they had an Easter egg hunt, and a parent came dressed as an Easter bunny. Oh gosh. And he put a bunch of those plastic eggs and put candy in them, but some of the eggs he had unwrapped condoms in. So the school said, "Oh, we had no idea that it happens." They sent him away, but then they sent him to the sidewalk, and I guess he was still giving the kids, over on the sidewalk instead of on the lawn, whatever. So parents got upset with that. These sunspots are coming. It's kind of, we're having a pole shift. That's very, very well possible. And yeah, with, the Bible says that the earth will rock to and fro. like a drunkard. That could be what's happening. Because, I've noticed it in the past too, where suddenly the moon would be way out of position in one day's time. And, it does move a little bit here and there, but not drastically. It was like, hmm, um, I don't know, up to like 30 to 45 degrees in one day. And I've documented it before too, back in the past, the end of 2017. I believe it was November 3rd. Right. That's why I did the video. He is risen. Happy Resurrection Day. You know, Easter is a pagan holiday. The Easter bunny and the Easter eggs and yeah, all that. Right. Moon is spinning or the Earth is spinning. Right. And Space River News. Welcome and God bless. Or both. So anyway, Mike Morales he has a telescope and has a filter, a solar filter on it, and he has some really excellent footage of the sun and the sunspots. Okay, now here's where Vincent. I wish Vincent was here right now to see this. He did a video earlier today. Let me scroll down a little bit. This is not the sun. Then what? Well, I can tell you that in this video, and he'll let me play it. So, Vincent, I'm going to play your video. First off, let me start at the beginning, because when the sun, or the sun simulator, is going through the clouds, this is what it looks like. And then, of course, you get the blue, too. Right. I've seen that, too, Wes. Yeah, and it could be if the Earth really shifts a good amount all at once, boom, there's going to be parts of the world that are suddenly in the cold, in the freezing, in the frozen, being frozen suddenly. All right, so I'm gonna show you a little bit of this.
This is your good old Skywatcher here today. How y'all doing?
I don't think he noticed. I'm gonna turn the volume off. I don't think he noticed at 1 minute what happened. But for one, it's funny. He took this with a cell phone camera, right? How in the world can we get zoomed in pictures of the real sun with a phone camera if the sun is 93 million miles away, way away? That's what, I'm trying to get through people's heads. How is that possible? Same with the moon. The moon is 250,000 miles away, or 239,000, whatever. And we're getting, if you have a really good camera or a telescope, yeah. But anyway, check this out. Okay, first off, what happened? I do not know what I did there. I was trying to go back to the beginning to show you when it first comes out, because you got this big ball of light. Sun simulator is the middle part of it, that thing, and then all the light that's coming out around it is, the light they're trying to say is from the sun. Another thing, if you notice in this thing too, there's clouds going behind the sun. It can't happen. Clouds cannot be going behind the sun 93 million miles away. But when there's clouds around, suddenly the sun shrinks to this little tiny disk. So, and then of course when it gets out of the clouds, then suddenly it's huge again and blinding. And when it's in the clouds, you can see it without hurting your eyes at all. All right, so I'll go to the minute mark and watch what happens. Watch closely. Da, 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 da. It looks like there's sunspots on this. Huh? the quality of this? 720. Let's see if I can. Nope, 720 is all we can go. Make sure that your video quality is up to its highest level. Can you see the spots? It's not as easily seen. I always look at it there. Oh, for a second there. 103 about. On my TV, I can see it a lot better there. Kind of. They're kind of, and they're not in the spots where they should be, kind of are, but they aren't. If you look at like NASA and NOAA's images today, they're up above the halfway point of the sun. And these would be at, I would say one's above and the other three, the second one right below the first one is maybe at the halfway point and the other ones are below it. So, right. Here's another thing too. If they're, because these sunspots are supposed to be huge, and people with telescopes, there's, I've seen channels that show images of the sun, and you can see the sunspots. Now, could we see the sunspots on a camera phone 93 million miles away? I don't think so, but what do you think? So I just thought that was really crazy when I saw that. Let's see if he ever responded to my comment, because no, he hasn't responded to me yet. So I just commented there. I don't know if so the question is, and he says in the video too, this thing is supposed to be 93 million miles away. How are we seeing it, for one, and then the sunspots too, if it's 93 million miles away? So I thought it was really crazy. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Sorry, can't think. Lost my train of thought. Anyway, it ain't right. Oh, the question is this actually, images of the real sun 93 million miles away, or is this the sun simulator? And then somehow who was ever in charge of the sun simulator decided to put spots there to make it look like, in case somebody said, oh, look at, there's, because everybody's seeing these sunspots on the sun now. But why would they do that? I don't know. It's just crazy. So there's the thing. I think it's impossible, but what do you guys think? And let's go back. What else do we got? There's the Black GOO. Can't say that out loud either. Where was that at? I might have to really go down through the history to find it. I hate doing this with my finger instead of a mouse because it jumps. There's the Rhode Island thing. TGS source, she also said, she's in Alaska, that the fault lines on her roads are opening more. The Bear Country, they just successfully test fired a new missile. It was the Satan II missile. Isn't that appropriate? Georgia judge granted bail to a man who shot a police officer 6 times a day after the shooting. They're trying to stop it from going through, but the judge ordered him out on bail. Nuts. All right, I think getting to where I'm done with the today's. Oh, there it is. All right, so I don't even know if I can show this. Jade Dreamers put this, and this reminds me too of Venom, the movie Venom. Yeah, I think it is. That's why I can't say the words. Just the Black GOO. I don't know. Can I say that either? But this is scary stuff. Let me see if I can play her if I get in trouble for this. I'll just leave the volume off. Do we got... Okay. This stuff that they're putting in people's bodies now, and it's supposed to be it's supposed to be a liquid, and then it goes through your body to remove harmful things in your body. Yeah, this might get me in trouble, but I don't want that crap in there. I'm going to skip around a little bit. If you guys want to read this, you guys can pause it or go back later. Well, it's already gone anyway. And they made it so, they can manipulate it the way they want to. Look at this. It goes through mazes, so it can go through your body wherever it needed to go. See, the thing with it is it's supposedly a liquid, but can turn into a solid. So, if they put that in you, and then they decide to make, say it's near your heart, and then blam, they turn it to a solid, This is coming from, just in case anybody, I don't know if I can, better stop, not play too much. I don't want to get in trouble. But this is from Jay Dreamers. Just some really crazy stuff. And, is that part of the what jab? Is that in there? There's a lot of magnetic stuff that we were worrying about, like last year. People were putting magnets to their arms and to their foreheads, if you know what I mean. Oh, I did want to mention one more before I forget again. I'll kind of skip through this a little bit. But look what it does. It can grab like circuits and connect them. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. I don't like it. Yeah, look, it can gather stuff up. That's some crazy stuff, man. Oh, yeah, and it can heal itself, of course, yeah. Chop it up, it'll just heal back like Terminator. Oops. Check this part out. All right, play a little bit of this. Look, it connected itself to circuits. Yes, exactly. I wonder something like blood clots, maybe, or cardiac arrest, something like that. So there was, I forgot what movie this was from, because the computer took over and it turned itself into that, which was really weird. Right. Yes, exactly. Right. There was a report. It happened, I think it was April 5th or April 8th, where there was a pilot, and right after he landed, he went into cardiac arrest. And so I've been doing this almost an hour now. Sorry. There's a clock down here that has that on there. Okay, it's enough. And he wound up not waking up for 24 hours. He woke up in the hospital, and then he didn't want to get it, the what, but he did it because he wanted to save his job. He didn't believe in it. But then after that happened, he made a video to warn people, that what happened to him, and they removed it immediately. And so he's trying to fight them now. Supposedly there's a lot more bad things happening to people after they have this. Oh, also, I got something on here for you. I don't have it on here, though, so I can't show you, but I took a picture of it. It was on Paul Begley and Melvin Whittingham have a Freedom. What is it? Freedom Fighters something. It's FFC dot something. Anyway, on there, yeah, they do a lot of stories that you can't do on YouTube. So I took a couple screenshots of this. Walgreens did their own study on testing for people that tested positive, and the percentages of their status. The people that didn't get the jab were the lowest percentage at 6.5% testing positive. Then they had, the 1 dose, 2 dose, and the 3 doses. 3 doses was 16.3%. That's, at least 2.5 times. And the 1 dose was 11%. So it's like twice as many people were testing positive that got it than didn't get it. You get it? Sorry. What else was there? Oh, yeah. Was it CNN that said this? Let me try to... No, it was MSNBC said, well, Elon Musk, he's been trying to buy Twitter so we can have free speech again. Well, this talk show on MSNBC said that Elon Musk is trying to control how people think. But that's our job. She said it right there. It's like, really? So they're saying that, the media, it's their job to control what people think. What else do we have? We have Parents Beware. There's a children's storybook about, I don't even know if I can say this word, about ABORTION. And it's gone viral. So now there's a bunch of people, parents, because they're trying to put this in a children's storybook that it's not, it's a good thing for that to happen. And they're trying to make it acceptable for kids. The stuff that they're trying to teach kids nowadays is really sick. It's really bad. Let me get back to the chat. What happened? All right, let's get off the subject over here too. Don't want to get in trouble. Let's go to something a little more positive. Get back here, do that. Then we'll do this. Then we'll get some good stuff on here. How about that? Not much good going on in the world, so every little bit good is good. Is this it? Is that it? Whoops. Hold on. Yes, okay. I just didn't have it on the right spot. Okay. And we got this. Yes. And share. Hopefully you guys can see this. I believe that's the new international version, though. I don't know. It's just a lot of... Our world is really turning corrupt. The morals are out the door. Lots of bad things being taught to our children. It's not showing up here. Why? Oh, because that's not that. Yeah. Sorry. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me get back to there. What happened? What happened? Okay, good. All right. So you guys can see that, I'm hoping. Have you seen the film Lucy? Wasn't that was about artificial intelligence? It was something like a Alexa thing. It was Google Home things, Yeah. When was that made? Well, let's see. Oops, nope, wrong side. Can't search on that side. What happened? No, not that. Over here. Come on. I need you to work, computer. Why aren't you working? All right. What? 2021. I know it was in 2021. Was it 2003? Has it been that long? No, that's not it. Wait a minute. Are we thinking of the same thing? Am I thinking of something else? No, I was thinking of, was it Her? The one where I think it was Joaquin Phoenix and he gets that thing and then he that's like his new girlfriend or something like that. 2014. 2014. All right. 2014. I must be thinking of a different movie. 2014. Where is it? All right, let me put it in there again. So I got 2003. There's the 14 one. Or you can download it for free. Okay. Yeah, I know I've seen this because that was Scarlett Johansson. Let me get the. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Remember though. Give me the gist of it. I'm looking. Sorry. Plot summary. Here we go. I'm just looking on the side. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's been a while. I used to watch a lot of movies back then, but not as much nowadays. Although I just saw a really good movie, and I definitely recommend this for everyone. It's called in the end. Yep. There's been a lot of like Venom. There's been some weird movies with that stuff. You know, the Spider-Man one was where he turned black. You know, his suit turned black. Anyway, and it was evil too, of course. Tiffany, welcome. God bless. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there the first time. I'd like to see if I can find it. Oh, sorry, I thought. Sorry about that, Tiffany. I didn't realize you were here this long before I said welcome and God bless. Sorry, now I lost my train of thought again. Of course. Ooh, we're up to 19. Wow. Welcome and God bless anybody else that's out there that hasn't commented. So, also, I explained everything that's been going on with me in the very beginning, everything that's been happening. And don't worry, God's in control. I did have somebody comment saying that if God is in control, how come your life is such a shambles and how come he never helps you through these things? Blah, blah, blah. He does, though. So I didn't really know how to answer. I'd have to look to see, back at the comments. But I didn't know how to answer it except for saying that, the God is in control and, he allows us to go through certain trials and tribulations, for testing, for learning, for stuff like that. But I wanted to come up with something better, to say. Yeah. It was Scarlett Johansson. Right. And Gabriel, welcome, God bless. And that's the whole thing. That's the hard thing. When you're going through suffering, it says that we're supposed to rejoice in all things, good, bad, good or bad. So, it's hard to, but we have to praise Jesus through the storm. Yes. Right. And the more we suffer, the more rewards we get in heaven too. So it's just sometimes it's just overwhelming. There's just so much happening, and I just want to do God's will, and there's so many things stopping me. right now, it's quiet in this house because there's nobody here, just me and the one roommate. And whenever there's always something going on, and it's like, and it's draining. It drains you. And then with my back problems too, on top of it. Right. I know. It's hard though, because sometimes I really think I'm beyond what I can handle. I haven't cleaned up anything in here yet. I'm gonna have to do this still. Oh, I'm gonna start delivering more food through DoorDash or Grubhub if they ever fix that card. Try Grubhub, see if it's better than DoorDash. But I gotta start making some money. I haven't worked since October. I worked a little bit in October, and then I was driving my old van, which has a bad seat. The seat's all messed up, and it gives me backaches. It's been happening for years. So then my back went out. Then after that, I got the what, and then I was sick for a while, and then my back was out, and then the car. I wanted to drive my car because I couldn't drive the van without having bad problems. Like I wouldn't be able to do it. So the car was broke down. There was all kinds of problems with that. Finally got it going like February, but then there was other problems. Just all kinds of problems I've had. Sometimes I could have went out and done it, but wound up not doing it. And it seems like there was always something happening so I couldn't go out and work. As some people want to, something just, so I was doing some people's taxes, helping them with their taxes and stuff, but just whatever. Something would always seem to come up. News now, Lisa. Welcome and God bless. Well, thank you. All right, so we'll do a little quick recap for anybody that might have just joined. I talked about my ex friend, the one that wound up, staying here for a while and then did some bad things, and using my van and my, a couple times with my car. He wound up going to jail. He's in jail. He's probably going to be in there for a long time. He used my name as an alias. So I had to file a police report, just a police report, not filing charges, just to file a police report to protect my name because he used my name. And he used my credit card. And I think he might have stolen my birth certificate too because it's missing now. But I can't prove that. Then the other guy that was living here for a little while after that happened, after he was gone, he wound up causing a big fire with his car, totally engulfing two cars, damaging the front end of another, burning half of the side of a trailer, a trash can, and melting off siding on a house, causing floods from all the water from the fire department, flooded his two houses, his garage, and the neighbor's basement. Just a lot of hassles there. And then, of course, he had a lot of chemicals down here I was getting sick from. And I don't know what was going on down here, but whatever it wasn't good. So he's gone now. And then the roommate I have here, his girlfriend, got drunk and crazy, and then stabbed him with a knife. It was just a pocket knife. She stabbed him in the leg. It was not a big deal. It was just a puncture mark. But she had a butcher knife, a big, huge butcher knife, and was waving around and threatening him, and then threatening, to kill herself too. So she's in jail, and she has to get help. So just a lot of weird stuff. It's just all the other people that wound up coming afterwards. None of them were Bob. Oops, one of my friend, the first friend, he didn't want to say his name. Um, he was trying to fix my car, and he was going to stay for 3 days. It was supposed to be 3 days. He wound up staying longer and then doing all that illegal stuff, and now he's in jail. Okay, and then we talked about Michael W. Smith. Another thing I kind of wanted, I know. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and his car somehow caught on fire. He didn't have a license, no insurance, car wasn't in his name, and the plates were expired by 2 years. He always told me he had a license, and he did tell me that the plates were expired. That's why he didn't drive very much, but still. And then he blamed everybody else, for what he did. It caught on fire supposedly from a short from the battery, but then suddenly it was engulfed in flames with all the chemicals he had in his car too. So just crazy stuff. All right, where are we at here? I had the Bible verse on there. Let's put another one on. So the first one was 1 John 4:4. So here's some of the good news. All right, let me go back. Sorry. We talked about CMEs and flares that have been inundating Earth lately. Chip implants, the black GOO. I can't say that word. I'm going to start going to this church where I saw Michael W. Smith. Oh, about Michael W. Smith, I had somebody comment saying that it was idol worship and that he wasn't a Christian and was actually worshiping Satan. I don't believe Michael W. Smith. You're supposed to judge people by their fruits, and I have seen nothing but good from Michael W. Smith. And then he was saying that the Holy Spirit that a lot of people, including me, was feeling was really not the Holy Spirit. It was actually the spirit of the devil or Satan. So I don't know where all that came from. But, if I just told him that if that's the way it is, then nobody has a chance, because I really believe that, the Holy Spirit is the Holy Spirit, and you would know. I don't, if it wasn't the Holy Spirit all these years since 1978, I would be, hold on, I think I got somebody. My other roommate might be home. Hold on a second. What's up? Yeah, but I would just be quiet. I'm doing a live stream. Where? On YouTube. Where? Out here. Down there? Why? I don't know. Because I was going to pick up all stuff. Yeah. I'm doing live. Mm-hmm. So I'll be able to, if you talk, yeah. What happens if I don't talk? No, I have it just sharing the screen of the news and stuff. I'm not showing anything. Oh, we got another leak down here too. I don't get it. Where's the live stream? My computer. Somewhere there's a leak here in the wall. Through right in here is like a big puddle to the rug. I moved some of his drums so they wouldn't get wet. I hope this doesn't happen all the time, because I don't want to have a flood down here when it rains. It just seems to be that one area. All right, everybody. It was just my roommate going to do some laundry down here.
Yeah, but it'll be loud, won't it?
It's okay.
So I'm on tape.
I'm on tape. You're live.
I don't get it.
Okay.
How does this work? What's wrong with this washer?
What are you doing exactly? Just that?
No, this is just what was in my truck. I'm doing a small load.
If you just do a small load, you can do a quick wash.
Okay. Does that agitate though? It does? It works everything?
Yeah.
I don't have to do
Sometimes it'll stop and then you'll have to switch it to the other ones. But
what? What other ones?
whenever I do it, I have to do normal, and then it stops at a certain point, and then I have to do quick wash after that and wait for that to finish. Sometimes that stops, and if it stops again, then you got to do rinse and spin, and then drain and spin. So it's a hassle.
So how long does it take?
It depends. Are you doing normal or are you doing quick? Ow. Nice. Jeez.
What? What do you mean? No, how long does it take? Will it be like
Well,
messed up?
if you do, it depends which one you do.
Which
No.
one do you
Oh, I usually have a bigger load. I do normal wash first.
do? How does that do?
Well, it does, but then it stops. Now we got another problem. Tired of problems. No more problems. Crap. Is it hooked up down there?
Here, I'll fix it. Just let me put these in.
If you do a quick wash, then it won't take as long. You can just put it in, or you can put it in there. Either or. All right, sorry. Do my laundry in the river. You can tell you have an open mind, but people like that trying to get you to question your faith aren't worth giving attention to. Thank you for that, because I just thought it was crazy that he was putting down. I know there's some like Hillsong worship has been. There's been some controversy with that church. I don't think it's with the singers, but I don't know. I don't know the whole story there. But supposedly Michael W. Smith did some songs with Hillsong Worship, so now he's bad and evil. All right, what else did we have? Walgreens report that more didn't take the jab tested positive than people who did have it, and especially people that had the booster, even 3 doses was the highest percentage, 16.3%, compared to 6.5% for those who didn't get the jab. The ABORTION children's book. They're trying to teach little children that is okay. There was a elementary school that had an Easter egg hunt, and a parent dressed up as an Easter bunny and gave out those eggs, the plastic eggs had candy inside. Some had candy, some had unwrapped condoms in them. What else was there? The world's largest, I didn't say this one from before either. World's largest carbon removal facility had to delay their operations because they're trying to help with the global warming, but their machinery all froze up. So that was there. I think that was everything there. Songs about the CMEs and the flares. Oh, the sun simulator. Go back on here and to the part where I went through Vincent's video where it looked like there were sunspots. He just has a regular a camera phone, and I don't know if those were sunspots, but how in the world can a phone camera zoom in on a sun that's 93 million miles away and able to see sunspots that are 93 million miles away? Seems crazy. 1 John 4:4, but you belong to God, my dear children. I think this is the New International Version. You have already won a victory over those people because the Spirit who lives in you is greater than the Spirit who lives in the world. Job 37:5-6. God's voice thunders in marvelous ways. He does great things beyond our understanding. He says to the snow, fall on the earth, and to the rain, shower. Be a mighty downpour. And Romans 10:9-10. If you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For it is with your heart that you believe and are justified, and it is with your mouth that you confess and are saved. What is that? What is that, Richard? Zoonotic bird flew on the... Oh, gotcha. I didn't mean to say that. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for that. Rooster booster. What? Don't tell me they're going to give those the jab too. Wow. All right, so I didn't want to do a very long live stream. If you missed the beginning, want to hear more details about what happened. Crazy stuff, man. And a lot of bad things could have happened that I believe God saved me from. if I would have went to that poker game, my car would have been parked right behind my friend's car that got totally engulfed. My car would have been gone too. If the car would have blown up or caught on fire here, he had it right against the house. The house could have caught on fire. Gotcha. Passes from animals to humans. I've heard there was, I think, 2 cases where humans caught it. Oh, there was one other thing I remember now. Shanghai. They've been in lockdown since April 5th, and the people are desperate. They're not getting the food they need. I've seen some images today where people were jumping out of buildings, and because they were they either didn't want to live no more because they didn't have no food, or they couldn't they can't leave their houses, can't leave their apartments. And there's video of I don't know if you guys seen it, video of lots of people just screaming and crying, wailing from their yelling out their windows. Sad stuff going on in the world. But anyway, if you want to hear the details about all the stuff, I've been going through a lot, and I've been just trying to get through it without much, stressing, worrying. Everything. I give to God all the time. God knows that I just want to do His will. I haven't been doing a good job about it, but I'm trying. I'm going to try harder. If anything, I want to at least do one thing on here. I want to encourage people to continue on. And, everybody's got their own situations, their own trials and tribulations. And I just want to encourage you to get through them. I want to be able to pray for you guys and ask, you to pray for me. And I want to bring you some Bible verses of encouragement too. That's the main thing. The world is going to crap, and the beast system is taking over. So it's getting harder and harder for us to spread the word. And we're going to get to a point too. There was a Bible verse. It was I remember now. Revelation. Was it 13:28? 28 was I think it was 13:28. Let me look at it real fast. Am I on here? I'm on here. Nope, that's that. I have to put it over here. I'll just say it. Let me make sure it's the right one. I think it's 13:28. Nope. What? Not March 28th. What? What? Why does it say March 28th? Why is it not giving it to me? Weird. My Bible's upstairs. Just give me the verses, please. Wow. I can't find it online. How could I not find it online? That's crazy. Why is it giving me that? There. Maybe I finally get to it. Nope, it's not 13:28. What is it then? Well, anyway, it's about there will no longer be a light to shine. I think that's talking about when there's going to come a point where the word, us witnessing, we won't be able to do that anymore. All right, sorry. All right, that's 16 through 18. Right. See, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to do my best, and I don't know. I've been in a lot of weird, crazy situations lately. I don't want to be around. I don't want to be. Really? My voice sounds different? It's not that one. Let me see if I can figure it out real quick. Nope, not there. It's Revelation, so let me see. Revelation. And I'll just say light. It was 1823, so I was wrong. All right, so let's see if I can get the King James Version. It's Revelation 18:23. Okay, here I can get the King James Version on this one too. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were the nations deceived, which sorceries could be the pharmakia. I do believe that the mark of the beast, once you accept that, I don't think you will have control over your life or your mind. And I think whatever they tell you to do, like worship the beast, I think that's what you will be forced to do. I don't think you will have any choice at that point. I don't think you'll be able to even think to yourself, hey, I don't want to do this. You'll just be doing it. You will not have control no more. The way it's written in Google. Yeah, that's what I did. So Revelation 18:23. And then actually 20, I should have did 24 also. Let's see if I can add to it. I'll just go to the next one because the next verse has something too. So this is Revelation 18:24. And in her was found the blood of prophets and saints and of all who were slain on the earth. So I think it's after that part is referring to after the rapture, because there won't be nobody left to, or if some more people are still here, we won't be able to witness to them anymore because they are controlled by the beast, by Satan. Sorry. Right, and right. Correct. All right, so sorry. I just wanted to come on here. It's been a while, and I wanted to explain what was going on. It kind of sucks, all the stuff that's been happening, but I think now that, getting rid of these people, that, things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. So I'm going to try to at least, come on here a little bit and do live streams here and there, or at least do some videos with some encouraging Bible verses, encouraging words, some prayers. That's what I used to do, and I want to do it again. Maybe read some passages from the Bible. Maybe go through some of those prophecy books again. Last year, gosh, was it more than a year now? Sorry about that. I was doing, maybe not every day, but a lot, where I was, we were reading passages from the Bible, and a lot of, where I left off was all the prophecy books. It was Jeremiah, was where we left off. And I'd like to do that again. It's been a while. Anyway, I'm going to go, guys. Thank you, guys, for watching, listening, and uh-oh. I got someone trying to get a hold of me now. Guy, welcome, God bless. That was a good old song. that's my ringtone. It's been on my ring. It's been my ringtone since I got the phone. It was somebody else's ringtone. It's Crazy Train. Right. Yep. So we just need to hang in there. So this is my encouragement to you guys. And a lot of times I wish I could use that more for myself. I try to, but sometimes I just get so down on everything that's happening that I can't even encourage myself. Rock Bottom by UFO. No, that was Crazy Train by Ozzy. Did it sound like that? My son gave me a tape of UFO, and it was like really old. Anyway, yeah. So everybody, keep on the straight and narrow. Just give God your life. Let Him, just let God's will be your purpose. Because that's the best thing that I do, and I think the best thing we can do is pray to God. Just do your will in me, and I just really want to do His will. All right, so yeah, right. It does help too. So there's a lot I need to get done, but I also want to at least do a little bit each day to encourage everybody, because we're not going to have much time to do that. All right, I'm going to go, guys. Get something to eat too. Thanks for watching. God bless everybody. I love you guys, and hopefully soon I will be back doing this again. Good night, or good morning, I guess, if you're over in England. Ha ha ha. God bless.